Star. It's a household name affixed on dozens of household appliances. It's what consumers are reaching for to get their $1,500 tax credit for going green. But in the past few years, the integrity of that Energy Star has come into question, as has the ability of the Environmental Protection Agency and the Energy Department to run the Energy Star program efficiently.
We didn't have minimum standards in place. And therefore companies were free to sell whatever.
EPA's own Inspector General accused the two stewards of mismanagement, and negative press reports were giving EPA and DOE a bad reputation. Steve Nadell of the American Council for an Energy Efficient Economy says until the new administration came in, standards were beginning to get old and the Energy Star label ubiquitous. The little yellow sticker had lost its luster.
They weren't revising some of the specifications frequently enough. And so instead of Energy Star representing, say, the top 25% of the market, while it may have been 25% when they first set the spec, that market share grew to 50%, and in the worst case, it even hit 90% for one product.
Last year, President Obama ordered DOE to clear the logjam of lax standards waiting for upgrades. DOE updated its federal minimum standards in 2009, and then correlating Energy Star specifications have been updated. DOE has since met every deadline and issued 6 standards in 2009 that are expected to save consumers between $250 billion and $300 billion over the next 30 years. EPA's Maria Vargas, who has run the program for the past decade, says too many yellow stickers is a good thing.
And EPA looks at that as a badge of honor in the sense that what we're doing with Energy Star is driving greater efficiency. Manufacturers are responding to that and then making efficiency improvements in not just the lines that are an Energy Star, but they're telling us they're making it in all their lines.
While Vargas says the integrity of the program has not been an issue, DOE's new general counsel disagrees. Scott Blake Harris says when he arrived at DOE last May, he found the program lagging and started working to bring DOE up to speed on its federal minimum standards per the president's goal. Those standards are the baseline for efficiency, which all appliances have to meet. Harris said manufacturers for years had not verified that their products were indeed 30% more efficient.
As part of the minimum energy efficiency standards, companies were required to certify to us that they meet those standards. So we went to look at the certification files to see what people had been certifying, and the answer was essentially nothing. Nothing. And that's also a violation. So we then issued a notice saying folks have 30 days in which to certify that their products meet our energy efficiency standards, and if they don't, we're then going to take enforcement action on that ground as well. Within 30 days, 600,000 products were certified. 600,000, think about that. There were essentially none when I arrived here.
Within months of Harris's arrival, DOE and EPA got together and divided up their responsibilities. EPA now sets the Energy Star specification for all products and buildings. DOE provides technical assistance and randomly tests those products. And on March 22nd, EPA and DOE announced they were expanding verification by testing products at 5 independent laboratories nationwide. Before the expanded testing, the federal government relied mostly on manufacturers to police the market and trusted those manufacturers that their products were indeed efficient. EPA has set up a website where consumers can see when the last standard was set for almost any appliance. Harris has set up a website where consumers can monitor enforcement action. Manufacturers who market products with the Energy Star label are charged $200 a day per product if the product doesn't meet the efficiency specifications. So far, DOE is owed $1.5 million in fines. And DOE is now assessing whether it's calculating efficiency gains from the Energy Star program in the right way. Instead of calculating only consumer energy savings, DOE is considering looking at efficiency in the entire fuel cycle. Tom Catania is the Vice President of Government Relations for the Whirlpool Corporation, the largest appliance maker in the U.S. He says it's more energy intensive to build an Energy Star appliance, and that should be factored into the calculation of the overall efficiency of the program. But he also says energy savings from consumer use of an appliance is only a piece of the kind of efficiency gains DOE and EPA should and will eventually be looking for.
We think in the future the department is going to give serious consideration to adding a smart label of some kind to the product so that the consumer knows that this is a product that can respond to requests from a utility to move consumption to a time when it's better for everyone. For example, we could take the defrost function of a refrigerator and have that occur when renewable wind energy is available, which is oftentimes at night. And so those are the kind of more sophisticated features that we think are going to benefit the entire system and not just an individual home. We would like to see more focus on the entire system because we think that's where the big opportunities lie.
As the administration tries to restore the tarnished reputation of the Energy Star program, the EPA stresses that the program enabled consumers to save 30% on their electric bills last year. That's the greenhouse gas equivalent of 30 million vehicles. In Washington, Dee Bambani, Clean Skies News.